that up. This is not on. Let's connect. Got my sound going. There we go. I think we're in. Yes. You're a minute late. I love you. Hey, trying to keep it good over here. We are not going to be dallying for very much longer. I am about to get this party started. Good morning, Bubba Shipes. Good to have you here. And the last thing I want, in less than 30 seconds, I'm going to get this party started. I cut into my own time ooh, if we run out of time, we will hit that. Where is my, I need one more right here. This is the thread I want. Go back and okay. So let me just do this one more time. Sorry. I'm getting better. At least I feel like it. I'm ready for an amazing live stream today, and I've got good stuff I want to talk about, but let me get this stream. There we go. All right, transitioning. Woohoo! All right, I hope you guys can see me. I think I'm finally getting my windows going right. And I want to say a special good morning to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We are here. We're here to have fun. It's still on starting soon. There it is. Yes. Good morning and welcome to your XRP community update. My name is Sincerely George, and I am so happy to have you here this morning. I want to start by saying a big thank you to everybody who stayed in the stream yesterday. When I had a massive fail and was running around here, luckily I live alone, so I don't have to worry about people seeing me run around crazy, but I'm sure I looked like a hot mess yesterday while I was trying to revitalize my stream that fell apart because it didn't recognize the internet. So I've cleared my cache as recommended by Lionel, and I restarted my computer this morning, so we should have no issues and all is well. So I want to say a big thank you because when I finally came on after 20 minutes yesterday, I was shocked, absolutely shocked to see people still in the stream. And, I just thought it was a massive fail. I wasn't going to make it go anywhere. And, I had a crazy day. I had fun with technology yesterday. Ooh, my computer at work, I go to turn it on and it's like, I'm sorry, I shut down inappropriately. So as I'm trying to dictate and drive closure on issues, I'm doing it without a screen. My phone is acting up. I walk over to my friend's phone and I walk over to my friend to get the video conferencing information. His computer stops working. He says, "Walk away, get away from my computer." It was so funny. He was on the stream yesterday when everything started failing. So yeah, we had a good laugh at that. And just a big thank you to everybody who was here yesterday, everybody who is here today. I hope I have a great segment planned for you. And I need to change screens before, there we go. Yeah, get over here. Before we get started because I got plans, people. I got plans for what we're going to do today, and I think today is going to be a good show. So without further ado, let me get back on my starting screen. Let's do some shout outs, see who's here this morning, and then let's get to the news. All right, so the first one in the stream this morning was Ahmed Ali, followed by Crypto Sifu, XRP Boo Boo, Bubba Shipes, Jerry Hall. Good morning, Jerry. I am very interested to have you here. I don't know if you saw my message about using Google Voice. It is my way of staying safe and talking to people in the community. So if you get a chance, let's connect there. Jay Vaughn, Bubba Shipes again. You guys are so active in here. I love it. This is awesome. Bucci Man, good to have you here, my friend. All right. So without further ado, fun and games. all good. I you know this um just a second. I need to fix this because it looks so horrible, but it does it every single time. So it's one of those widgets from one of those streaming widgets, but it's very important because it ties to one of my short-term goals. So I need to make sure it looks right so you guys know where we are. So let me get that done and let me transition this over here. So good morning again. Welcome. Our breaking story this morning is Subhash Chandra Garg has applied for voluntary retirement. For those who don't know, Subhar Chandra Garg is, or previously was, the finance secretary for India, and abruptly yesterday he was reappointed to the position of power secretary. Like, no, you get to control money, and yeah, why don't you make sure electricity flows through the country well? Upon being reassigned to power, the Secretary of Power, he decided that it was time to opt for early retirement. So, for those who don't know and haven't been tracking what's been going on in India, India is, in the news, we've been hearing about India proposing a 10-year jail sentence for anybody that holds, transacts in, or tries to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. The tries to buy and sell, I'm not sure. That probably comes with a lesser penalty. Nonetheless, what they were proposing is that if you held cryptocurrencies, you would actually be deemed as, holding fake money, and that carries the same fines as trying to counterfeit money. And so, our dear friend Subhar Chandra Garg was the leader of the pack. He was the one that formulated this council that got together, proposed this 10-year ban, or this 10-year jail sentence for holding digital assets. Interestingly, they did say that DLT-based systems were all cool, no issue there. The thing that I find pretty laughable about this is that distributed ledger technology is sort of the backbone of blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is just one way of making sure that the distributed ledger is trustable, right? So, and then adding mining onto that is just one way of making sure that you have distribution, that the same person isn't creating the next block. So the fact that they liked DLT but didn't like blockchain, I thought was a little bit laughable, because I'm sure as we proceed forward over the years, distributed ledger technology and how to secure that permissioned or permissionless, we're going to have more evolutions come out here. So this is not just another attempt at playing whack-a-mole and trying to maintain their power and control. So, just moving on here. So, Subhash Chandra Garg opts for early retirement after he is posted as power secretary. Within hours of receiving orders for a new posting as power secretary from finance secretary, Subhar Chandra Garg has applied for voluntary retirement scheme. In the normal course, he was due to retire in October 31st, 2020, blah, 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 right? So enough on that page. This is coming to us straight out of India, and this is just echoing back to what I talked about them having this ban. Government panel calls for ban on cryptocurrencies, wants 10-year jail for violations. Um, and the panel headed by Finance Secretary Subhar Garg makes clear the distinction between private cryptocurrencies and the official ones that the government may consider issuing, right? So this really talks about the power struggle between the existing systems that exist and their attempt to maintain control, while people are like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, dudes. I am totally for peer to peer. I want control. I want something that is not, driven by Keynesian economic principles, and I want to run away from whatever you're doing. So I thought this was a really interesting story. This is just another one going in a little bit into what the ban is all about. Under the Banning of Cryptocurrency and Regulations Official Digital Currency Act of 2019, No one shall use cryptocurrency as a medium of exchange, a store of value, or a unit of account, the report suggests. So, in this fast-paced world where everything around blockchain is moving so quickly, you have to stay up on it, because if you get out of the world for a couple of weeks, you're like, what happened? There's a couple of chats that I'm on, and I'm like, okay, what happened within the last couple of hours? Because everything is moving so quickly. We're in a global community. No longer are we, you know, in these small communities where you have 100,000 people, and it's what's going on with those 100,000 people, and things can move slowly. You have to worry about what's going on in the global community and who's getting ahead of you. So it really is a fast-paced game as countries move to try and implement regulation that is going to enable them to control, leash, what did I forget his name, but just really control and tame's the word that I'm looking for. The I'm gonna get it wrong, but old dude, old cranky old dude like this guy is definitely. It took him a while. Subhash Garg. It took him a while to figure out how to use email. This wasn't something that came second nature to him, as it comes for most millennials and young people these days. So just wanted to touch on that. I spent far too long on that based on what I have planned for. So let's move on to our second segment. Let me know, does anybody have any questions about this? Oh goodness, listen to you guys talking about fish over here. You guys crack me up. All right, we have a couple more people that joined the stream though, so I do want to give a quick shout out to Tina Hall, RTB Dutchy. Anybody else? I know there are people listening as well. So as I get into this next segment, let me give a shout out to the people I love. And so Q2 2019 XRP market report. So this is one thing I am interested in hearing about. Yeah, I think Sifu's in here. He was the third person in here, Jay. So Q2 2019 XRP market report. So for my background, you guys saw my script yesterday, so I'm trying to really condense this, make it work well. So this report is released every quarter. It's a readout. I view it as sort of a shareholder's view. It's really condensed because a shareholder's report is usually longer, has a lot more numbers, boring, fall asleep, yada, yada, yada. But I think this is really sort of I'll use the word shareholders view of what has been going on in the last quarter, progress towards goals. And yesterday was a trip and a half for me, so I have not looked at this. This is one thing that I look forward to reading today. Nonetheless, if you are like me and behind on your crypto news, I just finished talking about how fast it moves. So if you are behind on your crypto news, I want to let you know about Jungle Ink's video that he released last night. This is a really, really good video. One, it let me know that the report was out, right? Because I have been MIA on crypto Twitter, but he really covers the high points of what is covered in this report and why this information is important to us. Why this could I don't want to say cause price movement, because I don't want anybody being depressed when the price doesn't move overnight, but how this is really going to change what's going on for Ripple, for organizations that want to work with them, and potentially long term for people that are holding XRP. So I thought Jungle Ink's readout on this was really good. He is not our community member highlight of the day, so I won't focus in on his greatness, but I do recommend that you go and check out this video if you'd like a nice, short update on what the report holds and his speculations of how this will benefit us in the future. So has anybody had a chance to read the report? Good morning, Annalise. I'm interested in hearing, what you guys are thinking about it. So let me know in the chat what you're thinking, and we'll come back to this point. And definitely check out, the video by Jungle Ink. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to his channel. The one thing I really, oh goodness, I went there too fast. Goodness, I'm ahead of myself. And I am not playing that video. Thank you. Oh, I did want to highlight that Jungle Inc. always has these Titan-like people in his videos, which is awesome for the women out there. If you guys don't watch his videos, it's good to at least get into the video to see what kind of muscle-bound hunk might be out there. Rawr! Strong and powerful. The rock for your thoughts. Yes. So where was I going to go next? So I want to highlight, I, I'd like to start highlighting some of the things that are going on in our community because there is so much going on, right? And I have some ideas on how I want to do this, and I'm not going to break them here because I don't want anybody, getting ahead of me. I'm already moving slow enough. But nonetheless, I want to highlight an upcoming event that the Holder Report will be doing Saturday at 8 a.m. He's going to be interviewing. He's going to be interviewing X Network, and he was talking about this in his live stream on Tuesday. He really, oh my goodness, I feel so sorry for the X Network because, but I feel sorry, but he also gave them the key of what he plans to cover during Saturday. And he left me with a lot of different questions about, how would that work? And how is this going to change things? And how is this going to benefit different companies? Um, so I really want to try and join Saturday because I have some questions for X Network because from everything that the Hodel report put out there, it sounds as though they really wanted to enable companies, organizations of all sizes, and I really like to focus in on small and medium-sized businesses. So as small, medium-sized businesses who may not have the capital to really get in and build out blockchain solutions. This is going to be really big for startups as well and individuals who have a tickle and just have a lot of time on their hand. Because what it sounds like X Network is trying to do is enable people to plug and play with blockchain related pieces and build out a solution in sort of a WordPress way. So I highly recommend that you join on Saturday. Join me. I will set my alarm. I'm going to show up 8 a.m. Eastern time. Hodl report. Be there. Let's see if we can help these guys build out a solution that we all want to use. Yay, I get 10 minutes for my favorite part. Ah! So this is not on script. So, Boo Boo came back with a bottom line. Ooh, yeah, it's not on script. Let's see. What did Boo Boo say? Boo Boo, where is your bottom line? Oh, goodness. Reading, thinking. Ooh, Bubba Shipes. Q2 report says you aren't getting any more cheap XRP, so go elsewhere. Totally true. Yeah, I think that's my favorite part, Baba. Q2 report. This is what XRP Boo Boo says. Q2 report to me means no more direct price manipulation for exchanges. Yeah, but the exchanges, it'll be interesting because the way price manipulation is working, to me, in my opinion, I know there's lots of opinions, but these people who have lots of XRP, early on in my trading career, I was waiting for a launch of um, I was waiting for the launch or announcement, the announcement about the announcement. I love those. So I was waiting for an announcement about an announcement, and it really was an announcement about an announcement. And I had a pretty sizable investment in this token, and um, they all of a sudden had a 51% attack. And so their price, dropped, and it was like, okay, I'm holding on. It's not gonna be that bad. Then they just couldn't get their story together, fix things fast enough. So the price is going up and the price is going down, and I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm just gonna cut my losses. So I moved, and this is when I was trying day trading. Right? So, I moved my entire holding onto the exchange and sold it, and I actually drove the price. And so once I figured out that, it wasn't that much. Like really, this is ramen girl over here, okay? So, this, let's just say a couple $1,000, $2, $3,000. I don't even remember, and that might be an overestimation, but I'm moving this on and off. buying other tokens and then moving it back, and I was able to move the price. So when I think of price manipulation and the exchanges, they are holding my tokens, and that's a good reason to get my tokens off of the exchange so that they aren't, performing price manipulation of our assets using our money, right? You know what I mean? Um, so I agree with you, Sifu. This is a good bottom line analysis because they're not going to be able to buy at OTC prices and then manipulate the price on the exchange using that, whether they're able to sell or not. So let's move on. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, goodness. The joys, the joys. I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but we're less than 400 XRP away from our goal of Biker Bob in a tutu. That was the hashtag that I created, Biker Bob tutu, because using good English matters to me, even though there should have been an S in there. But 1570, I am so impressed. This number alone impresses me because we as a community have come together. Not only when I first got involved with this, and this has nothing to do with me, this has to do with us and what we're doing as a community. But when I first got involved with this, I was like, yeah, whatever, 265 XRP, not going to cut it. I want to get involved, but this is boring. So, I needed a way to get involved. I needed a way that I could build getting involved into my busy schedule. And, the idea of, raising these funds for the XRP tree project, um, by putting Bob in a tutu just tickled me, right? It was like awesome. And it enabled me to really just try and drive this home because I don't think anything is going to be funnier than Bob in a tutu. So I really want to thank everybody who has sent in XRP to help us reach our 2,000 XRP goal. Believe me, I wasn't happy last night when I was trying to reconcile it all. A lot of tokens got sent to me, so please, 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 send them directly to XRP for Charity. That'll enable us to really do a roll call of everybody that contributed. And I'm not sure what the organizers are going to do in regards to shoutouts or other, but it will help keep reconciliation straight and keeping things reconciled. Let me go directly over here. Keeping things reconciled is really important. I have a couple of different designations in my professional life. And so spending hours, yes, hours getting this right because math is not my first language, um, is really important because I need to maintain a high level of ethical conduct. Otherwise, people can call me out and take away my designation. So, please, 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 just to keep my life easy and help me be lazy, please send all XRP donations to XRP for Charity. And so to help, I've been running this double double thing, right? You donate XRP to XRP Charity. If I see a tweet and that is XRP, and a tweet to XRP for Charity that is sending the funds to XRP for Charity, I will double that. I need to work with the organizers to make sure that the funds actually went, I'll reconcile and double things. But I even make mistakes. And yesterday I was trying to send it to XRP for Charity and it ended up in the person whose account sent me the XRP. So they sent me some and I doubled it for them. Isn't that nice, right? I wish that happened with my bank account. So this is a long tweet, but and I love this gift, but we'll talk about that in a second. This is a long tweet, but in here I say, and I'm quoting, I forwarded all donations tips sent minus those there's one in this list that's from RTB Dutchy and doubled all of them except for Sifu Crypto. And the reason for that is because Sifu Crypto sent his pledge amounts that we talked about on the stream on Monday to my account. I think it was an accident. So I forwarded them on, right? I'm not doubling that. I live on ramen here, people. So here is the screenshot. If anybody thinks that they speak the language of math better than me, I would value if you would go out and look at this. It's all the tips that I received in my XRP tip bot from before this happened, and I'm not going to open up my XRP tip bot. I can, and I thought about doing that on stream so that you guys could see the moving image, so you know that I didn't alter this image. But if you think I altered the image, just send me a direct tweet. We will do a live stream for you. But yeah, I'm also, before I head out to the office this morning, I will also be creating a poll for the different colors that we are proposing for the tutu. So pink seems to be something that's coming up. Purple, pink, purple, rainbow, and green. I'm all for green because it's XRP tree, but I'm gonna put it back out to the community because I think you guys really need to be the ones to decide. So in regards to, I already explained our TV Dutchie. So double double. Why do I keep talking double 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 trouble? Right. Well, for those of you that don't know, we have this. You can think of it like Dunkin' Donuts, but we have a coffee shop, a coffee chain, donut house in Canada called Tim Hortons. Hortons. Tim Horton was a famous hockey player and started this chain. It's not owned by Tim Horton anymore, but Canadians don't care because they have great donuts and they have great coffee. To that end, most people go in and will order their coffee, starting with, "May I please have a large double double, a large coffee double double?" And you can even leave out coffee, as you just heard me say, just a large double double, because they know it's coffee, right? They don't serve Slurpees there, and you're definitely not getting a tea. If you want a tea or a chai or anything else like that, you need to put those words in there and make sure that they comprehend and aren't just running on autopilot. Because so most people will say, can I get a large double double or a double 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 double, right? And so you're standing in there, and you know what people's coffee is. You know how they like their sugar, how they like their cream, and I really like this meme because it's a goalie, a hockey goalie for the NHL, walking out with his donuts and his coffee. So yeah, and so I hope all of this makes sense. If you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm definitely here to answer questions. I'm going to try and find a way to be more efficient about this in regards to making sure that everything flows, because as I say here, transparency is king. So, and finally, just a massive thank you to the entire community for all of their support. I've heard, and I show up places and people are like, "Wow, congratulations, George! Kudos on your live stream, and kudos to you guys. I wouldn't be here if you guys didn't show up in the morning to really help me." So, so Dutchy, what's the current balance? Well, I like. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Wow! Wow! Oh my goodness! Wow, that, yay. I'm so happy. I am so happy right now. Yes, that is awesome. We are just about there. Oh, and somebody put in an extra two, right? Because, oh, I don't even know what number got it here. I have to pull out my calculator to make sure I got it right. But yeah, I added an extra one this morning because I like round numbers. And 1570 versus 1569 sounds so much better, right? You know, so wow, 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 wow. I am already on the moon here, people. Wow. This is so, you know, well, a lot of you probably have your favorite exchange app open and you refresh the price all day, right? Like, oh, what's the price now? This is a page I've been refreshing all week, seeing how it's moving. So yeah, seeing like the small micro donations coming in, floors me. And wow, seeing where we are currently with putting Bob in anything has really taken me to the moon. So what I need your help with today, I am going to create me, and I'm also going to tag you with this RTV. We're going to create some polls, because like I was mentioning, we have a couple different ideas on colors out there for the tutu, and I think we need to get input on other stuff. We are hitting a massive goal. Like, wow, this is fantastic. So to that end, we need to make our XRP go further. So, I've taken it on that I will dress up Bob. I'm going to buy the tutu. I think we're on the hook for ears. There's a thong, thong song. Somebody needs to play that when we see him in a thong. Um, so there are a couple different things. Wings is another thing that we're going to put on that has been proposed for Bob. But we don't. Maybe we do want him to look like a fool. I got to think about that. But we want him to look good. He's representing XRP and he's doing a good deed for our community. So we need to dress him up. So we need some. We need. I don't know how we do it. I've got so much to learn about Twitter, but I'm going to send out some polls so that we can track what color tutu we need to put him in. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to ship it to Bob. Ears, we already picked out the ears because they're cheap. But if you have another idea on some cheap ears we can put on our man, let me know. Yeah, so let's take a look at the chat. See, I started a minute late. My taskmaster over here, XRP Boo Boo, you started a minute late. Yes, I'm a minute late already in ending, but I want to catch up on my chat. I need to move this over here. So, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. You don't know how happy I am. This is awesome. Good morning, Danny. Good to have you here. And Annalise, I also said hello. And Tina, thank you so much. Something clever. I always like something clever. Something clever is always a good way to make a person's day. So looking for questions. Oh my goodness. I know this is awesome, isn't it? This is awesome. And for those who joined late, we talked a little bit about the Q2 Ripple's Q2. I have the name over here so I could say it right. There's only so many things I need to memorize. So Ripple's Q2 2019 XRP market report. If you have not checked out Jungle Inc.'s, if you haven't read the report and you haven't checked out Jungle Inc.'s video from last night, I recommend you check them out. He does a good summary of that, and it's done in about 10 minutes, so you should be on with your day. And yes, I plan on doing so. I don't know. Whittle in Vermont. Am I saying that? Let me phonetically deal with this. All right. Whitey in Vermont. In Vermont. Okay. Witty. You know what, dude? I'm calling you Witty in Vermont. That's it. That's your name. Hope that's what you were planning for. But if you want to hear it a different way, just let me know. Put that in the chat, please. Witty in Vermont, you are beautiful. Not as beautiful as our community. You guys make my day. My parents just know how to make a milkshake. That's all. Bob and a tutu sounds like a wedding band. Heck yeah, my dear. Yeah, that would Bob and a tutu sounds like that would be an awesome wedding band. Um, uh, yeah, you know, crypto seafood. So let me pull up. I don't know if you guys can see this. I know you can't. So let me do something over here really quickly. Let me create a new tab. Let me bring it over here. And then I need to get to a specific page before I display it, right? So let me, full screen. There we go. Okay, got it. Whatever. So let me pull this like this back over here. All right. So I'm in my email, right? Editor on prayer. So I wanted it. So we're just here. So when you send an XRP tip through XRP, so let's go and hack and whack over here. We're gonna reply, right? So it says all of this. Replying to, come back over to, paste. Okay, so replying to these, and from what I understand is the person that sent the original message, the one that you're responding to, it will go to them unless you, and this is gonna, I knew it was gonna come in blue. Nothing like a blue cursor to give you a heads up that it's coming in blue. So when you craft your tweet, what you need to do, and I like I said, I thought I had this down, but I actually sent XRP to somebody, to the person who sent it to me, and I thought I had it down. But you want to make sure that you have text ahead of at, and I'm sending it to XRP for charity, right? And actually, let me do this so that it looks more realistic. Right? So you want to make sure that you're saying who you're sending it to, and then five, and then here, XRP tip bot. So if you leave off the word beforehand, then it'll automatically be directed to fake coin experts or whoever sent the original message. And one of the things that I'm not sure about is what happens when you have an emoticon here, right? And periods. So this is something that I need to better understand. I will create, a template or blah blah blah, whatever you want to call it, so that I can get that right myself, because the same thing happened to me. So, not one thing I want to draw attention to, and then I will end because I am already over time. I need to keep this nice, and because yeah, have you guys checked this guy out? I think the person that sort of clued me into this, I believe, was Danny. But this guy, let's see if we can hear him. He is pretty awesome. I don't know if you can hear my screen because I actually have muted it so that I don't confuse myself. But this guy is definitely interesting and somebody to follow, to go check out. WG Hoop. So get your laugh on today by listening to him. But if anybody sends me, tries to send XRP to XRP for charity, and it lands in my tip bot, the same thing that I did on my thread, I will be doing again, showing full transparency of what has landed. It took me forever to capture that screenshot and capture all of it, but not go too far, because I wanted to show the bottom menu bar. And I gotta refresh this again. Oh my goodness! 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 Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We're going to do this on this stream. I don't care. You can't stop me. Can't stop me. I want to hit it. We're going to hit it together. We're going to hit it together. Let me find my tip bot. Oh, okay. All right. 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 And I said exceed. I don't know if you guys heard me say exceed. We're going to exceed this goal. So we are going to exceed it right now. Don't anybody ruin this chance for me. Better not. Oh, we're exceeding it. You guys are ahead of me. Oh, not that. Wait, right. Do I have it? I'm sending it to the right person. Just a second. Confirm. Booyah! Woo! Give it time to hit. Bam! Woo! Yes! Yes, yes. Exceeding goals, people. We're doing it. Oh my goodness, I hope I didn't just take your ears out, but yay! Wow, 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 wow. You guys are off the chain. Wow, wow, wow. Poor Bob. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't reading. Oh my goodness, we did it. 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 This is so awesome. XRP Boo Boo, I think you had something to do with this lady. I just want to say a big thank you. Look at all those hearts. I heart you. You are, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I need to keep the chat like closer. How to use the tech bot. Here, let me give you a tutorial. And then people are filling it. I love you guys. You guys totally made my day. I just saw that the Great Pate, I call you Pate, I'm sorry. Great Pate, right, is here. And thank you, Baba. I, the people I have to deal with me at work probably don't think I'm adorable. They're like, oh gosh, she's here. Wow. I know, XRP Boo Boo. I am going to take better. I'm going to pay better attention to the chat. I'm learning. I'm learning. Did you see how concise everything was today? I actually read stuff out. I didn't read. Getting there. I'm getting there. And I have big plans for the future. I have ideas on stuff I want to share and talk about, but I want to get this flowing and I want to be a lot better with the talk. So I'm so sorry, Boo Boo. She says, "Damn, girl, I got earphones on the beach." I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I will test my mic and see because there's a condenser to stop it, but haven't figured that out yet. And thank you, Sifu. I am so excited. We passed the goal. It's morning. So on that note, let's wrap this thing up. I hope everybody has a good day. See, there's lots of things that you can do before 10 o'clock in the morning. You can make a difference. And wow, wow. Wow. And so separate the chat. All right, Ahmed, you will help me figure out. You need to ping me on YouTube on Twitter so I can follow you. And Annalise, thank you for whatever you sent. This isn't we get there by everybody doing their part, whatever amount that is. It's a community challenge, not a one person challenge, right? So whatever you put in, my gratitude is overflowing because I do whatever you can. That's all I ask of people, and that's how we achieve big goals as a community. So, really, really awesome to achieve this goal here. I'm going to be smiling all day. Oh, I feel bad for my team. And so I will tomorrow we are going to tomorrow I'm going to learn how to do a better job of watching the chat because the chat is the biggest part and the part that I find the most challenging. So today it's all about figuring out how to do this. And Annalise, um, Libra Calibra. Yes, Libra Calibra, we got you beat. I'm gonna find something fun to talk about and we're just gonna have a dialogue about it tomorrow. I'm gonna pay attention to the chat because I have to get my timing right about what's up on the chat that I can see because I'm ahead over here, right? This part that I try not to watch, and I want to be all in discussion with you guys. So on that note, only 12 minutes over, started 1 minute late. We're getting there, people. I want you to keep reaching for your dreams one step at a time every single day, right? If you were here for my first live stream, which is still out there because I still haven't passed 10, you will see how much of a mess this was, right? I was trying, I'm struggling, and today I have higher progress today. And where I'll be 5 days from now is going to only be better. So imagine where I'm going to be in a year. Watch out, world, right? So it's the same thing for anything that you dream about and want to achieve in your life. I want you to think about me out here achieving my goals as you step into your greatness this week and work to achieve your goals. So on that note, I am over and out. Exceeding Goals 101 right here, XRP Community. Check us out. And if you have not liked or subscribed to this video, to my channel, please like and subscribe. And yeah, booyah! We did it. Can't wait to go and cheerlead about this. I hope work goes well so I have lots of time. All right, have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yes, I'm still typing. I don't, I love being in the chat. It's not fair. You guys got to talk. Oh my goodness. All right. Bye.